Anyway, thank you very much. I thought what we would do is I would give you a little bit of insight as to why Ford Motor Company is so interested in social media, why a big global company would be, and a manufacturing company at that, would be one of the leading companies in this new digital space. So I'll talk a little bit about our philosophy and some of the things we've learned, but I want to give you an opportunity to ask questions and to engage in a dialogue here. I think your listeners would probably get a lot out of that, and quite frankly, if there are questions that any of the listeners have that we can address, I'd be happy to take those as well. Okay? So, a quick bit of history. How many people here are familiar with Ford Motor Company? Okay, good. That's a good start. I don't have to do that much.
They don't drive Ford.
All right, we're clear. I came to Ford just 3 years ago. I was doing consulting in the social media space, working for big brands. And actually, my last time in Mexico was in this very hotel, working for another automaker as a consultant. So it's really remarkable that my first visit back to Mexico would be related to social media and to another automaker, one that is more dear and near to my heart than any other. The reason I came to work for Ford Motor Company is the leadership there identified a need for Ford to be more seriously engaging in social media, to do social media as more than just a hobby or a little campaign here and there. They wanted to integrate it into the business practices, into our overall marketing and communications goals. So when they approached me, I looked at the company. I looked at the leadership there. The CEO, Alan Mulally, had been there for just a couple of years and had started to transform the company, putting a plan in place that everybody knew and understood. It was very simple for everybody to get behind. The other thing I saw was products that were coming out, or that were going to be coming out a few years from then, that were more exciting than I had ever seen from an American manufacturer. Right? So suddenly Ford was on my radar. When I went to visit, I found that every single person that I met with seemed to have one common ingredient, and that is passion. Passion not only for the industry, but for the company. And that's not something you can create out of nothing. Right? And that is part of our secret weapon in social media and in our overall branding and marketing exercises is emotion and passion, right? When people can get behind something, not only because logically they understand that, yeah, it's appropriate that I drive a more fuel-efficient vehicle these days, but if they can get behind it because it's a really cool car or it's got the most cutting-edge technology, those are things that hit passion points among every one of us. Right? And it's passion that powers brands. Social media is merely a vehicle to fuel that passion. When you think about, let's go back to Henry Ford's time, right? Henry Ford founded Ford Motor Company in 1903. Ford of Mexico has been around 86 years now. And throughout all of that time, what's happened when somebody buys a new car? Put it in their driveway and they talk with their neighbors about it. They get excited about it when they're, at a picnic or a backyard barbecue or in the market. Well, now with social media, all of those things are still happening out in the real world, but with social media, we can track how those things are happening online. We know people are talking about our brand. We know people have opinions about us. Gives us a great opportunity to put some analytics in place and to listen to what they're truly saying. Because when Alan and the leadership team came on board, and their line, their philosophy was, we're making cars that people want and value. Well, how do you know what people want and value unless you're listening to them? The social media gives us a great opportunity to start tracking that right away. But more than that, it gives us an opportunity to talk with them, to answer questions that they have.